What was the actual reason for putting this 15-day cap? I mean,
look, this is one check, my lord. Kindly see, my lord, why this 15 days period. A, it does not become a currency. It does not become like a bearer bond which can be traded. That is number one. Number two, lord, this eliminates the element of a potential kickback. I'll tell your lordships how. Lord, I keep a electoral bond of say 100 crores with me. I tell a political party which is about to go in election that I have 100 crore. If you form the government and if you give me this contract or whatever is the quid pro quo, this is yours. If 15 days is to be mandated, this is not possible. I have to give it to them and take a chance. If there is a quid pro quo, I again say, all do not donate because of quid pro quo. Fortunately, we have that business atmosphere, that business environment. Madhya Pradesh is going in election. BJP can win, Congress can win, or any other party technically can win. I go to Congress with 100 crores worth of electoral bond. That this bond I have. If you form the government and give me this particular contract after you are forming the government, this will be yours. This would be quid pro quo, which is, my lord, completely minimized if I have to deposit in 15 days only. So I have to give it within 15 days, and they also cannot keep it pending till the government is either formed or not formed. They have to deposit. So I take that risk as a contractor of paying to a party which may or may not form the government. That is why this 15 days. But these are all checks and balances, whichever could be practically thought of, are incorporated. That it is not becoming another problem while we are trying to find a solution. Sometimes the solutions are bigger than problems. So therefore, while the Honorable Finance Minister, the then Finance Minister, says that this may not be a foolproof scheme, but we have tried to make it as transparent as possible. And, my lord, it will be read with 12. If it is not deposited in 15 days, it goes in Prime Minister relief. So money you don't get back. The donor does not get back the money. It is for him to ensure that the party deposits. Otherwise, what happens is, he is out of pocket for 1 crore or whatever crore. Party doesn't get it, so he doesn't get, if at all there is any quid pro quo, and his money goes in Prime Minister's relief. Therefore, my lord, he will also have to say that, but you deposit this amount. Otherwise, my money will go to Prime Minister Relief Fund, not for the purpose I am giving you. So this is, my lord, a strict check, which is inbuilt. Yes, my lord.
And you've now seen the scheme. You have explained it.
Only 7, my lord. I have a suggestion. Therefore, my lord. My lord, another thing my learned attorney, my lord, very rightly says, that this is not election-related bonds. Your lordships have seen, every tranche is 4 times,
right,
4 quarters of the account.
April, July, October.
So, Lord, I as a political party get 10 crores. I can't wait till the next election and promise him that if I get elected, I'll deposit and I'll give you something as a kit. If it is a contribution, it is a contribution. Within 15 days, you have to deposit. Lord, 7. Lord, which might, Lord, I'm going to make one suggestion, which might, Lord, perhaps substantially take care of your lordship's very valid concern.
Can you make the suggestion? We can just take it down and then we read it together.
Kindly have a look at, my lord, the 7 first.
Yes, sir.
My lord, there are 2 things which may, my lord, perhaps not be acceptable to your lordship's conscience. A, what happens if this confidentiality, which is statutorily built in the scheme, is not adhered to? But your lordships would mark that if I try to breach the confidentiality system, it would lead digital footprints left. It's not, my lord, as if my learned friends were it's not even oversimplification, something less than that you can just see in the light and you get the number and you can compare it with the political party. It's not like that. If necessary, my lord, I'll come to that. My lord, what is the system? It leaves its footprints in the digital format which cannot be erased. Please read and kindly see, my lord, the intention of the government and, my lord, the bona fides of the government. Anyone not complying with or committing breach of this confidentiality, your lordships may say, would be criminally liable for criminal breach of trust, or whichever other provision, my lord, which is applicable. I have not examined, my lord, from IPC point of view. So this takes care of one thing, that you have the biggest public sector bank, the assurance of the chairman of biggest public sector bank, with your lordship's direction that any breach will be visited with penal consequences. Now, my lord, second, and that's where my lord Justice Khanna's very valid concern, my lord, was expressed. So far as court is concerned, my lord, I don't think anybody has disputed. My lord, somebody were to go to the court. My lord, for example, just to answer my lord Justice, Chief Justice's query, that there is a quid pro quo. Suppose somebody goes to the court that this gentleman has given money as per his bank statement or as per his account, or this company has given 50 crores to some political party as per his statement. Kindly listen to this. This is interesting, my lord, how the scheme works. That this company has given 50 crores to some political party, that is reflected in their balance sheet, which is to be made public as per the company's law. Immediately thereafter, the one particular government has given him a contract worth 250 crores, and therefore I suspect he has to give reasons. He can't rush the way PIL petitioners are rushing, but he can say that there may be a quid pro quo, and the court is prima facie satisfied that yes, there may be. Let us see whether those 50 crores has gone to the party which is in the government who has given the contract. That is why under the court's order, it will have to be decoded, which has a very serious and complicated process. It is not easy even under the court's order. Now the concern of my Lord Justice Khanna, and very right concern, that upon registration of a criminal case by the law enforcing agency, my Lord, the concern would be that you register a criminal case and ask SBI that give me the details. That was, my Lord, the concern. Your lordships would recall in Aadhaar judgment, there was a similar provision. And your lordships have read it down to me to say that when investigating agency wants this, it can get only if there is an order of the court. Kindly put that layer by reading it down. Look, kindly see, my Lord, the bona fide is, the purpose is not that the party in power knows what is paid to whom. The purpose is not that this is to be used for the purpose of penal persecution.
Yes.
So, my Lord, level playing field, when we talk about the level playing field, my Lord, if I have to understand level playing field means every party should get equal political contribution, that can never happen. Mr. Sibal would have 10 matters, somebody would have only one matter. Nobody can argue that there should be level playing field, everyone should have 3 matters. That every political party will have to rise to the level that they get more trust and they get more contribution. But if the level playing field argument is attached to the fact that the party in power comes to know about it, well, this is the way in which it can be taken care of, and both apprehension and the public interest can be balanced. That even party in power will not come to know. Now, my Lord, at this stage, my Lord, I would like to show how, my Lord, this scheme operates to satisfy your Lordship's conscience. Because yesterday I found, my Lord, your Lordship's valid concern that it is possible for the ruling party to know, but the rest of the parties would not know. Lord, as I was told by the chairman, that it can't be discussed publicly. Whatever can be discussed publicly, my Lord, I have a separate thing. On my request, the officials of the SBI are here. Lord, I would request your Lordships, if your Lordship would like to know the entire semantics, how this system operates and how there are separate silos which cannot be breached, and you have to go into one system, you have to go into another digital system, you have to go into third digital system, leaving your footprints. If there is a court order also, then your Lordship would be satisfied that it's not as if that a finance secretary calls the managing director of SBI कि हर 15 दिन मुझे भेज दो किसने कितनी कौन सी पार्टी को कितने पैसे दिए. It's impossible. It's that foolproof a system. Your lordships can hear them in chamber. But right now, my lord, I may show this, my lord, what is the system to satisfy your lordship's conscience. It's not, my lord, as if that I go and deposit some amount in the bank and tomorrow the senior official of the bank calls the branch manager, what amount Tushar Mehta has deposited. He will just see and say that he has deposited 10,000 rupees. It's not that simple. It cannot be that simple. When we are ensuring confidentiality and when confidentiality is the heart and soul of the scheme. Please, my lord, allow me to share this, my lord, screen share this. My lord, there are extra copies also. I have emailed also. But I have not, my lord, I have missed purposefully. I have decided, it's my lord call, that I have not said many things which the chairman also rightly feels and I also feel should not be made public. What is, how we maintain secrecy, my lord, can't be a public debate. That's all. Because by definition, it has to be confidential.
We have now covered the scheme.
No,
I'm just saying that since you have an hour to conclude, give yourself a little time to deal with the challenge to the statutory amendments.
That's what, my lord, my answer is, one line answer. The statutory amendments are to ensure that this scheme can be framed and can be operated. That's the purpose of the amendment. There are no separate objects.
That's okay. And you have already covered the reasonableness aspect as well.
There are corollary.
Yes.
To, my lord, the scheme. First, it came under the Reserve Bank of India Act that government can formulate the scheme. That is challenge to the Reserve Bank of India Act. My lord, now by itself is not illegal.